From ancient times to our modern world, the gap between the rich and the poor has sparked debate and demanded attention. In the time of Jesus, this disparity was a stark reality, and his teachings offer profound insights into the true meaning of wealth and poverty. Jesus, a radical rabbi who challenged the norms of his day, did not shy away from addressing this sensitive issue. Instead, he confronted it head-on, urging his followers to view wealth and possessions through a different lens, one that prioritized compassion, generosity, and a deep understanding of spiritual values. Jesus, in his earthly ministry, encountered people from all walks of life. He encountered the wealthy and powerful who often clung tightly to their possessions. He also encountered the poor and marginalized who struggled daily for survival. Through his teachings, parables, and interactions, Jesus challenged conventional wisdom regarding wealth and poverty, offering a radically different perspective rooted in the heart of God. The teachings of Jesus on wealth and poverty are not merely abstract theological concepts, they are practical guidelines for living a life that is aligned with God's will. By examining his words and actions, we can gain a deeper understanding of what it truly means to be rich or poor in the eyes of God, and discover the transformative power of his message for our own lives today. Jesus, a master storyteller, often used parables to convey profound spiritual truths in relatable ways. Several of his parables directly address the themes of wealth, possessions, and their impact on our relationship with God. These stories serve as powerful reminders that true wealth is not measured by material possessions, but by our spiritual state and our willingness to share with those in need. One such parable is the parable of the rich fool found in Luke chapter 12 verses 13 to 21. In this story, Jesus tells of a rich man who, obsessed with his abundant harvest, decides to tear down his barns and build bigger ones to store all his wealth. He believes that by securing his material possessions, he has secured his future and can finally relax and enjoy life. However, God tells him, "Fool, this night your soul is required of you, and the things you have prepared, whose will they be?" This parable highlights the danger of placing our security and identity in material wealth. The rich man's focus on accumulating possessions ultimately leads to his downfall, as he neglects the most important aspect of life, his soul. Jesus warns us against the folly of greed and the pursuit of wealth for its own sake, emphasizing that true security is found not in what we own but in our relationship with God. Please let me know if you have questions or need further assistance. Wealth, you see, can be both a test and a temptation. It's not just about the riches themselves, but how we choose to use them. Jesus often spoke about the dangers of letting wealth become an idol, something that can lead us away from our true purpose. It's a reminder that our values and actions matter more than the amount of money we have. So, it's important to keep our hearts focused on what truly matters and not get distracted by the allure of wealth. In today's world, materialism often takes center stage, overshadowing the values of generosity and compassion. The gospel, however, calls us to a different way of living. It challenges us to look beyond our own desires and to consider the needs of others. By embracing gospel generosity, we can create a more equitable and loving society. Jesus' teachings remind us that we are stewards of the resources we have been given. This stewardship isn't just about managing wealth, but about using it to uplift those around us. Compassion is at the heart of this call. When we act out of love and care for others, we fulfill the true purpose of our stewardship. The world we live in is full of disparities between rich and poor, privileged and marginalized. Living out the gospel means actively working to bridge these gaps. It means advocating for justice, sharing our resources, and standing in solidarity with those who are less fortunate. Through these actions, we bring the message of Jesus to life in our communities. Jesus' message has the power to transform not just individual lives, but entire societies. When we truly embrace his teachings on wealth and poverty, we begin to see the world through a lens of compassion and justice. This transformation starts within us, but its ripple effects can change the world. By living out his message, we become agents of change, bringing hope and healing to a broken world.